Warning: that uneasy twinge you feel when a life coach seems overly eager to dive into your emotions. It's not just discomfort, it could be a serious red flag. Imagine sitting across from someone who claims to understand you better than anyone else. They're charming and persuasive, but what if that connection masks manipulation? This is the rare occurrence. Many unknowingly step into a minefield when seeking guidance. Emotional intelligence can be a powerful tool, but it can also be weaponized. The line between authentic support and emotional manipulation is dangerously thin. You walk into a session feeling vulnerable, but by the time you leave, you're questioning your self-worth. By the Are they uncovering your potential or exploiting your insecurities? You might think this is normal, right? But therein lies the danger. Coaches who wield emotional intelligence as a weapon can lead you down a path of self-doubt and dependency. Are you truly growing, or are you being reshaped into what they want you to be? Consider a friend who was thrilled about her new coach, sharing stories of breakthroughs and insights. Over time, she began to isolate herself from her friends, relying solely on the coach's validation. What happened to her independent spirit? Tension escalates the more she engaged in those sessions, the more control her coach exerted over her choices. It's no longer just about advice, it's about influence. That's a perilous game. So how can you protect yourself? Start by questioning the intentions behind their questions. Are they empowering you or planting seeds of doubt? Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. A good coach should uplift you, not tether you to their beliefs. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you felt that unsettling tug of manipulation disguised as support? Recognizing these patterns is vital. It's the first step to reclaiming your power. If this resonates with you, take a moment to examine your relationships, whether personal or professional. Trust your instincts and remember, true emotional intelligence fosters growth, not control. Have you ever felt more drained after a conversation with a life coach? If so, you're not alone, and it may be a sign that something is off. What if everything you thought you knew about emotional intelligence in coaching is entirely accurate? Many people overlook the hidden dangers in the life coaching world. There's a fine line between emotional intelligence and emotional manipulation, and it can be crossed without you even realizing it. Imagine walking into a session feeling hopeful and eager for guidance, only to sense a shift as the conversation unfolds. Your instincts signal that something isn't right, and by the end, you leave feeling confused and questioning your own emotions. That unsettling feeling is more common than you might think. Let's explore some subtle signs that indicate things aren't quite right. A good coach should empower you, but what happens when their words start to feel like chains? When a simple suggestion turns into pressure? It's a delicate balance, and the stakes can be incredibly high. Picture yourself sharing your dreams and ambitions, only to have the coach steer the conversation back to their own experiences. Suddenly, your journey takes a back seat, and you might find yourself justifying your choices, caught in a web of explanations. Can you feel the tension rising? Then there's gaslighting. When you voice your discomfort, the typical response is, "You're just not being open enough." This clever tactic makes you doubt your own feelings, leading you to think, maybe I need to try harder. But at what cost? These manipulative tactics often masquerade as emotional intelligence. Coaches can blur the lines, acting like guides while actually pulling the strings behind the scenes. It's a dangerous game, and you might not even realize you are being manipulated. So, what can you do? Start by tuning into your feelings. Pay attention to that gut instinct that tells you something feels off. It's your best ollie. Remember, a true coach should uplift you, not leave you questioning your worth. Before you finish watching this video, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever felt pressured to conform or justify your dreams to someone who was supposed to support you? Next time, trust that instinct. The right kind of emotional intelligence empowers you rather than entangles you. As you move forward, stay alert. Recognize the signs and don't hesitate to walk away from any relationship coaching or otherwise that feels like a trap. You deserve guidance that lifts you up, not weighs you down. If this resonates with you, please share your experiences in the comments. You never know who you might help by speaking your truth. Stay aware and stay empowered. Have you ever felt that someone who was supposed to guide you was actually manipulating you? It's more common than you think. The line between emotional intelligence and emotional manipulation in coaching can be surprisingly thin. Imagine sitting with a life coach, feeling uplifted and understood. Their words resonate with you, igniting your hopes for change. But what if you're not just being coached? What if you're being subtly controlled? Many people face this reality, and the signs can be hard to detect. You might believe that developing emotional intelligence is the key to a better life. The key to all But what if that same awareness is being twisted against you? Coaches can sometimes use emotional insights like weapons, steering you toward their vision instead of your own. Picture this: you're grappling with a tough decision, and your coach encourages you to explore your emotions deeply. They urge you to open up, revealing your vulnerabilities. While you might feel liberated, what's really happening? You could be led to thoughts that align with their narrative rather than focusing on your own growth. It's not about your journey, it's about their agenda. What's even more unsettling is that many of us don't realize we're being manipulated until it's too late. The very strategies that promise healing can become traps. Have you ever left a session feeling lighter, only to question your choices days later? That's the danger lurking in plain sight. Think back to the last time you confided in someone. Did they genuinely listen, or were they just waiting to exploit your weaknesses? Some coaches thrive on your struggles, using your pain as a stepping stone for their own success. This isn't about empowering you, it's about controlling you. Many people enter coaching feeling inspired, only to leave feeling even more lost. The excitement of discovery can quickly turn into a sense of obligation, making you feel like you owe your coach your progress. What happens then? You might find yourself trapped in their cycle, questioning every decision you make. So, how can you protect yourself?